Street Road Improvement Program DRIP, launched in July 2024 by former President Akufo-Addo. Well, the national coordinator is now Edwin Nilante Vanderpoy, and I'm here in his office to get to know how he's settling into his new role. Sir, we're grateful for your time on Joy News Desk.
Thank you.
Yes, and Happy New Year. It's the first time I'm meeting you.
Many happy returns.
How are you enjoying the new year?
Well, it's a year of a lot of potential, and I'm sure that every Ghanaian should hope and pray that things will be better than we've had in 2025. From the signs we're seeing, I think 2026 hold a lot of good for all of us Ghanaians. What
will be the exciting thing for you in 2025? At least the first year of President Mahama's term has been marked by a lot of commendations from various quarters. For you, what was the highlight for you in 2025?
Let me say, for me, 2025, significantly we were able to launch some of the flagship programs that we envisaged under the manifesto.
Right.
For example, we're able to launch the Mama Care, which to me is very, very important. People have not really averse themselves to it, but because of a lot of terminal diseases we have and the poverty levels of some of the people who get caught up in that web, it's important that we look at the Mama Care as one very important intervention in our health delivery system that will be able to cater for many people who hitherto die as a result of not having the sort of funding and resources to pay for Medicare when they are faced with such chronic diseases and terminal diseases.
Right, great. Well, let's talk about DRIP.
Yes.
Your national coordinator.
Yes.
How have you settled into your role?
First, let me correct one impression that has been going around. Yes, DRIP, as it is today, District Roads Improvement Programs, was launched by Nana Akufo-Addo in 2024. But as a concept, it's been there for long. Under Jerry John Rawlings, we had the road maintenance unit, which performed the same function as we are performing today. Under President Kufuor, yes, President Kufuor tried. He brought some equipment to be used by the district assemblies. Professor Mills improved upon what President Kufuor did. John Mahama came and escalated it to almost 280-something equipment across the country. They were put in pools, in regional pools, to be used by the district assemblies as and when they requested. And then Nana Akufo-Addo came, and he also went higher than President Mahama. So it's a concept, it's something that has been developed over the years. And we should thank God that, unlike many other policies which get truncated with a change of government, this one has really been sustained by John Dramani Mahama, because he saw something, because he also saw good in it when he was president earlier, tried to build upon what his predecessors had done. So it's something good that we are all, but you see, let me say this, it is the best intervention as far as our infrastructure development is concerned when it comes to rural areas. Because hitherto, we faced with the problem of government awarding contracts all the time to contractors to do just small roads in the districts. Now the capacity of the district assemblies have been built with the acquisition of equipment. All that they need now is the funding, the resources to be able to fuel this equipment to deliver, so that those roads that we were awarding on contracts in the past for people to do reshaping and improvement, sport improvement and this, will become a thing of the past. So it will cut down on government expenditure in road maintenance. That is where people are not saying it. We are looking at the empirical things. But these are very, very good intervention in the management of our economy, because it will reduce the amount of money government spends. The assemblies themselves are their own contractors. And then they will also now determine which of the roads will contribute better to our economic development. Which of the roads can help us improve upon our economic development within our jurisdiction, our locality. It is not a case somebody sitting in Accra now and deciding for them which roads have to be done and which roads not. That maybe a chief or an opinion leader or a politician can go to Accra in the past and then lobby. And then the town to his village, the road to his village or his town will be done. Then other roads are neglected.
Yes.
At this particular time, with equipment, the assemblies themselves through their district road management teams will profile their roads and then decide which one should be done today, tomorrow, and the next day. So it's good. And I think that is something that when it comes to mindset, let me say this, I am grateful to His Excellency the President for giving me the opportunity to serve the people of Ghana one more time. But I think I even love this one more than the Minister for Youth and Sports.
Really?
Yes,
and
because
even as being MP.
Yes. I have resigned as an MP, and I think this one will make more impact in the life of the people. Somebody, even though I was born in Accra, I grew up in a rural area.
Okay.
And I understood what it is like to put a smile on people who hitherto did not have water, electricity, roads, hospital, schools. There are people who have grown in communities where they've never had power-borne water. You understand?
Right.
So those people, when you give them water, you've changed their lives.
Great.
There are people who were born in communities, they have to walk distances in order to access healthcare, education, markets, and other things. And these are the people that I am happy today I've been given the opportunity to serve.
Right. So talking about serving, taking over office, what were some of the projects or taking over the books from your predecessor? What work have they done so far?
Let me say this, DRIP was not really structured when we took over because, it was just around September 2024 when the then president inaugurated and launched it. So it took the government some time with the distribution of the equipment across the country and all those things. DRIP was not really set up. So we had a national coordinator, but he didn't have any team to work with.
Okay.
The first thing I did when I was chosen was that first, I recognized that fact that I am not an engineer. I don't have any capacity as far as road construction was concerned. So the first thing for me was, who are the people I could get to help me run this office?
Right.
And immediately I had to go back to the people I know, because we must first look at the people, their attitude, their discipline, their way of life, their experience, and their knowledge. So I look within me and I saw in Parliament some colleagues of mine who has, many of them who have that background, engineering background. The first person I looked at was one person who was a member of Parliament and was also a former director, a chief director at the Ministry of Roads and Highways.
Okay.
And I know he has all the qualities.
Who is this?
It's a gentleman, former MP for Biakuye, called Honorable Kwadwo Abuaje.
Oh, right.
Yes, so I approached him and he expressed interest to work, even though he was also on pension like me. And then I had to contact another one who was also a former member of Parliament for Savlogo.
Right.
He was also then roads engineer in the Northern region. So when I got those two people, I felt that that was good for me to move. When it comes to issue about roads, and we're also going to depend on money that will be given to us from the District Assembly's Common Fund. I have never done accounting before. I didn't have anything. So I needed someone who would be responsible on how to disburse this money to the assemblies and all those things, because that was a structure we came to meet. Right. The District Assembly's Common Fund through DRIP disperse money to the districts. So immediately I have to look for someone, and one gentleman who was in Parliament and was in charge of all the monies of members of Parliament, a very astute accountant and auditor, a former MP for Ho Central, Honorable Benjamin Kodo. Right. So when I got these people, I felt that I have a foot in a bit. So through them, I was able to get other people to set up the management level, and then we moved straight to getting for ourselves, because the DRIP is a decentralized function. You know, moving the maintenance of road from the center to the local level. So I needed to go straight under decentralization, which is my area. So I immediately got for myself, with approval of His Excellency the President, regional coordinators. After regional coordinators, we now have to choose district coordinators.
Right.
Their principal objective is to manage the drip equipment within the districts and the regions. Every region has a set of equipment, and every district across the country have a set of equipment.
Currently, what's the total of equipment that DRIP owns?
We have almost 2,286 equipment across the country.
Right, right.
And every district have a set of equipment. That is tipper truck, water bowser. We have what you call backhoes. We have a grader, and we have concrete mixers. They have barrels, and they have what we call roller. The roller's duty is to, let me say, work on the road when after it has been graded, to bring stability and uniform to the road. And all this we have. So basically, what every contractor will need to be able to construct a road, that is what we have. The regions, in the regions, we have wheel loaders, we have bulldozers, and we have low bears.
Right.
The low bears are meant to convey the equipment, because these equipment are heavy equipment. They cannot travel on the road. So the low bears are there to convey them from one point to the other.
Right.
The bulldozer, for example, you cannot drive it on the road. It definitely always have to be transported on a low bed. So we have this set of equipment. And then we also have pickups. The pickups are meant to be transporting fuel from filling stations to the interland where the equipment are working. For example, if the equipment are working maybe far, maybe about 100 kilometers away from the capital, district capital, the equipment cannot be coming back to the capital after every day to fuel or to refuel. So the pickups are meant to convey the barrels they have for refueling. So these are the fleet of equipment that we have.
Right, and these equipments were there from the previous administration.
Yes.
And everything set. So from what you're telling me now, I realize that you've settled in greatly.
Yes, we have.
Right. So then, what next? Are you now going to embark on how contracts are distributed, or what?
We don't award contracts.
So how do you progress from this stage?
What we do, the methodology is simple. One, we've inaugurated for every district, the district road management team, which is chaired by the district chief executive. It includes the coordinating director, the district finance officer, the district roads engineer, the district drip coordinator, the security coordinator at the place, and also a representative of the traditional authorities.
Right.
This committee responsibility is to assess the road needs of the district and the roads that need improvement in the district. When they've done that, they put it before the assembly for approval. When that is done, then funding is provided for them to do what they are supposed to do. Every road will have its own characteristics, and the engineers will now be able to tell, with this road, we have to do excavation, we have to do cleaning, we have to do this. With this particular, we have to provide a culvert, we have to do this. So once they determine, then the drip coordinator will make available to the district those equipment that will be needed for that function or for that work. The district finance officer and the coordinating director will provide the money to purchase fuel and lubricants for the work, with approval of the MCE.
Right.
So the coordinator, the drip coordinator, will now convey the operators and equipment to the site, and then the engineer will supervise the work that will be done. Once that is done, finish.
Your work is done. So with this, how do we juxtapose what you do into the big push agenda, where a big chunk of it is going into road construction, you know, and you're dealing directly with rural roads.
Yes.
So how do you integrate these two? Whether
you know, the big push is major roads.
Yes.
Major roads. But the issue is simple. Assuming I come from a village that is about 5 or 10 kilometers away from the district capital, the big push brings me from Accra to my district capital. From the district capital to my village, it's on more travel. What do you do? So government is to network in such a manner that whilst the big push is helping us with our major roads, the DRIP will also help with the smaller district roads so that we shall have smooth movement of goods and services from farmlands, from rural areas to the marketing centers, from the marketing centers to the urban centers. So it's an integrated program. You cannot do all the major roads, the highways, the urban roads, and leave the rural roads or the district roads. And when you do the district roads too, and then the major roads are not good, it will never spare development. So it's an integrated program. You cannot leave one out. So it's good that the government, while the government is thinking about the big push, thinking about rehabilitation of our major roads, the government is also thinking about rural roads because they are linked. It is not only rural roads. In some of our urban areas, the connecting roads are very bad.
Yes, indeed.
For example, in Accra, if you go to district like Ponkatamanso, Gas Central, Ganoff, Botianong from, it's horrible. They may be in Accra, but their roads are horrible. And the assemblies are supposed to use the equipment to do. DRIP is not only about rural per se, it's about district roads. So all roads that fall within a particular district and its jurisdiction is a responsibility. Let me give you an example. And this example is so dear to my heart. I went to the Bono region. And between Dumesuya and Brekum, it's in the Sunyani West district, the Share boundary. It's a highway, Ghana-Cote d'Ivoire highway. There was a portion which had deteriorated in the extent that cars could not go. The assembly could not wait for government to say big push is coming, so wait.
We are waiting for it.
Because people are using that road. And in as much as the road was bad, people could not go and come. Businesses were suffering. So the assembly took it upon themselves to use the DRIP equipment to repair that part of the road. It was done, and now people
are using the road.
Are using it, very happy. Between Doma, Ahinkro, and the Cote d'Ivoire border, it's about 5 kilometers. Ghana's portion had deteriorated so much that the buses drop the people at the border and they walk. They walk, or they use aboboya or motorbikes, because no car could go and come. The assembly took it upon themselves. They won't wait for government. They took it upon themselves. From their own resources, they've done the road in such a way that now buses are coming to and fro from Abidjan to Ghana without any problem. So the DRIP should not just be seen as rural roads. DRIP is an intervention in improving upon roads within the district assemblies, be it metropolitan. I just saw my brother, Dr. Alfredo Kovandapoy, supporting his assembly, AMA, and his sub-metro to improve upon roads in Mamprobi, in Choko, in Kolegono. These are not rural areas. They are urban centers, metropolitan areas. I've seen other MPs giving money, like my resident MP, Honorable Akwete, Botiano English from. Right in front of me, he provided money to get diesel to do that Tamils highway between Old Barrier and Botiano. This is Accra. So people should not look at DRIP as only serving people within the rural areas. In fact, it's rather the urban centers who benefit more because their roads are said that when the potholes generate, you cannot do anything. It's better to get off the coal tar and even have what you call laterite on the road.
Right.
That sometimes make people feel much more happy.
Well, interesting, you know, submissions there. Also, when you came into office, you also inherited liabilities of the organization. So when you came in, what did you meet?
Well, let me say, unlike other sectors, we were new. Let me say, we have formalized DRIP because there was nothing like really a structure. So it's taken us some time to have a structure. And I can say today, across the country, DRIP has a staff of about 5,260. We have the National Secretariat, we have regional offices, we have district offices. Every district we have a staff of almost about 17 in every district. And let me also say this, under DRIP, we don't have 261 districts. We actually have 276 districts.
Okay.
Because what we've done is that in some district assemblies, they have 3 constituencies. So we came to meet a situation whereby all the 3 constituencies had been given the same equipment. You can't say because they are district, you should put the equipment together. Because the districts are apart, the constituencies are apart, and the work has to be done in all. So for example, if you go to AMA, we have Ablekuma South, Ododo and Okankwe South under AMA. If you go to Tema Metropolitan Assembly, we have Tema Central and Tema East. And they all have equipment.
Right.
So we have coordinators for all of them. And so that we have done. The second aspect is the major liability we came to face was the fact that a lot of the equipment were serviced under the previous regime when they worked between September and December. Unfortunately for us, government did not pay for the servicing and the maintenance of those equipments by the service provider JA Plant Pool.
Right.
They bought lubricants, they changed blades, they changed teeth, they changed so many things. They service majored. All these were not paid for. So that has become a liability on us. And we are still fighting, we are still lobbying the Minister of Finance to be able to pay for this because they are threatening to withdraw their services. And we have a service agreement with them for 2 years. And we have to pay so that they can continue servicing the equipment. So this time, they've slackened a bit in their response to calls from the districts to service their equipment. Some of the districts are so proactive that they just want to be working all the time.
Right.
But we're also insisting that no servicing, no work. Once the equipment has not been serviced, we will not allow you to use them. Because if we don't do that, we won't protect the lifespan of this equipment. This equipment, in the past, a lot of governments, transports and all these things got destroyed because servicing regimes were not maintained. There was no discipline in the service regimes. With this administration, we want to make sure that if nothing at all, this equipment serve the people of Ghana well. We should extend its lifespan, we should make the program sustainable, and we should make sure that the service regimes, the maintenance regimes are respected and adhered to, so that Ghana will benefit from the investment that have been made. So that was a problem we had with liabilities. And also because...
Now, before you move on to that, the Attorney General raised the issue about JA Plant Pool of some overpayment of 2 million cedis. And is saying that that payment, according to, I think, JA Plant Pool was an oversight or a clerical error, which the Attorney General is contesting. What do you know about that?
Well, let me say this. When it comes to those things about agreement on the equipment and things, I want to refer to the Office of the President. Okay. Because the agreement and the contract for the acquisition of these equipments were done under the previous regime from the Office of the President. So with DRIP, we don't have an agreement. We didn't sign any agreement. It was signed by the former Chief of Staff on behalf of government and the former Common Fund Administrator on behalf of the District Assembly's Common Fund, which funded the acquisition. So DRIP is like government has bought a property, handed over to you to manage. So your interest is how you manage the property in the interest of people of Ghana and government. As to how the property was acquired is beyond me.
You can comment on
no,
that.
I can't.
For now.
I can because I didn't know what terms government had with J. Pranpool. I cannot sitting here. I cannot even try.
So are you saying you don't
cost.
have access to the accounts, the books, or the contracts that they had at all?
As a member of parliament, I saw an agreement. But you are talking to me in my capacity as the National DRIP coordinator and not as a former member of parliament.
But the contract was under DRIP.
Yes, I saw the contract. I saw the contract was not under DRIP. The contract was between the government of Ghana and J.A. Pranpool. And it was signed by the then Chief of Staff, Fremont Parry. And also the administrator of the District Assembly's Common Fund, Irene Atoshi. Not DRIP. The equipment have been procured before DRIP was conceived.
Okay. You
understand? So I have also there has been queries to me, and I've answered appropriately. Attorney General, the Auditor General, the Fourth Estate, the National Investigation Bureau have all written to me seeking answers on the agreement, the cost, and the payments. I've referred all those ones to the Office of the President because I don't have the capacity to answer those questions because those things were acquired before I came. And in my handing over those, there is nothing like a contract. Curiously, me myself I've seen the contract, I've seen the agreement. But that was because I did that in my capacity as Neil Van Napol. Somebody who has inherited something and want to know what are the dangers, the landmines within the office I've taken and how to maneuver those things. That's why I did it. Yeah.
Right.
If I'm caught tomorrow, I cannot provide any evidence.
All right, sure. So now, what are the plans for DRIP? You've talked about setting up committees, now working together with other institutions, and then now you'll be giving out equipment and all that. So what are the plans laid out for the year?
In fact, last year we did a lot. Let me be frank with you. In spite of the challenges that these assemblies were facing in relation to funding, they did tremendously well. And I will say I'm proud of all the district assemblies across the country, especially those district assemblies within Ashanti region, Eastern region, and some parts of the north. They've done superbly well. They understand the problem of the people within their jurisdiction. So in spite of the constraints, they were able to use their own ingenuities to be able to mobilize and get resources to make the equipment work for people. There were communities where the people themselves contributed money to the district assemblies for them to fuel the equipment and work on their roads for them. So many. There were communities where the district assemblies were able to open up to hitherto unreachable places. Let me give you an example in the Eastern region. In the Upper Manya district, I always want to cite example with people who have done things that I think other districts will want to emulate. They have communities down the hill, on the Krobo Hills, down the hills. These communities, when they want to come to the regional capital, Koforidua, have to go around to Fantiakwa South. From Krobo land, they have to go through Achim land before they could come to Koforidua. So the MP, the district assemblies decided that, look, why don't we reach out to this? So they now created new road using the bulldozers and equipment. They've created a road over the hill which hitherto government will have given a huge contract to a private contractor to do. They've opened access that now all about the 7 or 8 communities down the hills, the Kobo Hills, don't need to go through. Within 45 minutes, they can get to Asesewa and then to Kufodia.
Right.
I'm telling you this because it's unimaginable. The people that when I got there, the people within those areas, some of them said because of the distance, they've never been to Kufodia before. But now they will go to Kufodia. Some of them said that when they only produce Gary. When they produce the Gary, the trucks which will take the Gary from their communities to Kufodia make the cost of a bag of Gary twice the price. But today, what it means is that when the road is done, they can easily convey their Gary to Kufodia, and the price of Gary will come down dramatically. These are the things, the indicators I want us to pick as a DRIP contribution to the economic development of this country.
So, as we come to the end of this conversation, what is your vision now for this year?
This year, we are praying that the funding bottleneck that we encountered in 2025 would be addressed. Once that is addressed, I can tell you, madam, you will see a bustling district assemblies in road improvement.
How much are we looking at?
Oh, we are looking at about 2.1 billion across the 276 districts. If every district, in the former administration, the districts were given 500,000 a quarter. We are looking at giving the districts 750,000 a quarter. That 750,000 is going to take care of their fueling, the maintenance, the servicing, and also salaries for the operators of the equipment and the coordinators.
All right.
And we are sure once the district assemblies get this amount of money, government will not have any problem with road improvement in the districts.
Right.
I'm sure once they get this money, it will spur up economic activities within the districts. And the local economic development program of government will also be enhanced.
All right.
And all of us will love it.
Okay. And you were going to say something?
Yes, I will want to plead with the members of parliament. I want to plead with the Minister of Finance to look once again on the issue of support for DRIP. DRIP is a no-brainer as far as our road improvement is concerned. The equipments are there. The assemblies this last year suffered. The DCEs really strained themselves in getting the sort of resources and funding to be able to make the equipment work for the people. I hope that this time, I'm appealing to the Minister of Finance, I'm appealing to Parliament to reconsider and make sure that we can directly fund the district assemblies so that they can have that relaxed atmosphere to use the equipment in a way and manner. The most important thing for me is that once they get money, then they will be able to regularly service the equipment so that the lifespan of the equipment will be enhanced.
Right. Well, we're ending this, but on the lighter note, not so much. Nigeria lost the final in the AFCON. And what do you make of that? Even though Ghana didn't make it to
do you know something?
That, yes.
For me, I'm so proud as a Ghanaian.
Okay.
Not because Nigeria lost, but because one Ghanaian in the middle there distinguished himself so well. The referee was excellent. Excellent. And I'm sure FIFA will be considering him for the World Cup. Of all the matches that I've watched in the Cup of Nations, I can tell you, not because I am biased as a Ghanaian, he's the best.
All right.
He's the best. His composure, his positioning. Refereeing is all about positioning. Position yourself on the pitch in such a way that you will be able to see all the angles of the game, and so that you can detect all the minute fouls. I will give him 95%.
Wow.
And that is what, to me as a Ghanaian, even though we are not playing the Cup of Nations, whoever wins, I'll be happy. I'm happy that Ghanaians were winners yesterday through the referee.
Right.
And I want to commend this gentleman. He's done well. He's really made Ghanaians proud.
Right.
Nigeria's defeat is painful because I think they committed themselves really to this game.
Yes.
But the Moroccans were prepared.
Okay.
They were prepared to host and win. And that's exactly what happened yesterday. And better luck next time to Nigeria. It's unfortunate because they didn't qualify for the World Cup. They had wanted to use this to appease and atone the anger of their supporters.
Right.
Unfortunately, and it didn't happen. It's hard. It's true. Let me, for example, I'm not even too disturbed about Nigeria. I'm disturbed about one person.
Who?
Mohamed Salah.
Oh.
To me today is the best African footballer, African icon. It's a legend, living legend. Mohamed Salah, I don't think he will have that appetite for another Cup of Nations.
Okay.
Because this is the third time that he's tried to also at least win. Because his resume is fine. His CV he's won all the trophies around the world. And if Cup of Nations alone is missing, he's not really, I don't think he's, as an African, he will be happier than he has been. No, but sometimes, you see, footballers and sportsmen set targets.
Yes.
He may have won a European Cup. He may have done this. But Africa Cup, because he loves Africa, Salah loves Africa, it hurts that he's not able to win. And as an African, not as a Ghanaian, as an African, I feel for him. I think the tournament has been good. Right. It's one of the best tournaments we've seen. And I think organization has been perfect. The stadia superb. And I think Morocco, if they should win the trophy, they deserve it.
Right.
They put in too much to lose. And for 50 years, there's nothing wrong. Senegal just won it recently. Yeah. So if Senegal doesn't win the cup, fine. As a West African, I want Senegal to win. But as a human being, I think if Morocco wins, it's good.
Right.
It's always a pleasure.
Pleasure having you on
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And say Happy New Year to all the folks there.
We'll do that.
Thank you.